everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is this very soft, blushy, pink, purpley Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. Not sure what I'm gonna call it yet, but yeah, the eyes are just very purpley pink, soft, and then like all smoked out. It's a bit of a halo eye, and then everything else is just kind of like those same tones to complement the eyes and just have them really stand out. Also, I wanted to mention, clearly this is a different setup than how I normally do my makeup tutorials. It's a very dark day here, very cloudy. You can't really tell because it still looks bright at that window. So I tried a different, I have like a ring light and then my mirror light here. So hopefully you can see everything okay. Also, I wanted to show you guys, I did my nails very Valentine's-y. We had these little stickers since I was like 12 or 13, and I finally used them for the first time with their little hearts. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. But anyway, we better just go ahead and get into the tutorial because the eyeshadow definitely took a while and I don't want this video to be forever and a day long. So I've already have my eyebrows filled in, and I just used the same products that I always use. And then we're gonna go ahead and start with eyes. Anytime I do like a more dramatic eye look, I like to start with the eyes. It just kind of helps with knowing like what lipstick and blush to use. That way I can like match the eyes. And I'm just priming with my Hint concealer. And I might just run a tiny bit under here, just where we're gonna run the shadows to get that area ready. But I'm not gonna take it all the way under because we probably will have some fallout. And since these are like purpley shades, I don't want to mess up the makeup underneath. And of course, I always set with concealer. I always set with powder to set the concealer and underneath as well. Now we can move on to our shadows. I'm going to be using some from my, honestly, all over the place. Wherever you can find colors that you need, girl, use those. I'm just using this Beauty Counter palette. They don't sell it anymore, unfortunately. And I'm just using Buff. Any light kind of cream shade you have. I like this one for this particular look because it does have a tiny bit of like a pink tint in it. So I don't really have pink eyeshadows, so I'm going to be using some blushes I have. It's like whatever works, you know? So I'm going to use this Peppermint Candy blush. This is one of my favorites to wear on my cheeks where you're supposed to wear it. So it's just a very light pink shade. And we're just going to take it on our fluffy brush. And I'm just going to take that high up in the crease. A little bit higher than I normally would. And then I always pinch the brush and just drag it under the eye. Okay, now that that shade has been kind of like properly diffused in there, we're going to go a little bit darker. This is another blush I use a lot, and it's Cherry, yes. Basically, you just want a light pink. Now we're moving on to a darker pink. This is a little dual brush here. I just want to grab this one. It's still fluffy, but it's definitely dense. So it's like a fluffy packer brush, if you know what I mean. You just want something that you can blend a little bit to where it's not too stiff, but you don't want to be using like a crease brush because we want it to be a little bit more controlled. And we're going to kind of do this color like we're doing a halo eye here. So we're just going to take it on the outer third here. We're just going to build that up. And stopping down low, kind of right when I hit my actual crease of my eye, which would be right here, whereas the other one is taken up higher. Also, don't give up when you're doing pinks like this. During the process, you're gonna look really crazy, and it kind of looks like you're having like a major allergic reaction. Don't worry, we're gonna add dark colors that are gonna kind of make that look more normal. Now we're gonna take this in the inner third there. Try to keep it low, don't let it get too high. Just gonna snuggle it in real tight. And then I'm just gonna connect it a tiny bit right there. So we've kept the center there essentially bare because we're gonna have a little pop there. I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this Honest Beauty palette. Just this little purpley shade here just to kind of calm down the pink a bit because this is a little intense, so I just kind of want to darken that area up a bit. And then I'll go ahead and just drag this underneath as well. This is just a kind of light purpley shade. It has a little bit of shimmer to it. just kind of drag it across right where I put that pink shade. It's just gonna layer really pretty on top and create a nice color. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of this too in the inner corner. Now with our first blending brush, no additional product, I'm just gonna kind of smooth over that whole area. I'm gonna build up that purple just a tiny bit more. Take your time. I did this a couple days ago and I definitely brushed through it, and I didn't have the correct brushes either, and that makes a world of a difference when it comes to like how well it looks. It's much more diffused this time. I'm just gonna drag this underneath now. I think I want a little bit. Now we're gonna go in with Haze, which is this shade. I don't even know how to describe it. Maybe like a cherry? I don't know. It doesn't really look like a cherry shade. Maybe like burgundy, would that be the right color to use for it? It's very pretty. I'm gonna load it up on that same brush we used for the light purple. And we're gonna take this just on the outer part of the eye and kind of like a dramatic V. I'm gonna take this little one actually with that same color, and I'm gonna kind of drag this where I want the color to be. And now I'll kind of fill in that area. I'm just gonna take this on the outer third, I think, because that'll kind of look pretty. Let's go ahead and blend that out, and then we'll just keep blending and building up till we find that we like how it looks. I kind of want to add now with that same brush, just dip into that light purple shade we used and just kind of go over just to add a little bit more of that color in there, because you definitely lose it a little bit and I kind of want that to stand out a bit more. Okay, let's address the bare spot in the middle. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this light purple and then the light pink together, and we'll pop that right in the center there. I'm gonna build that up a little bit more. And this part is optional. I'm gonna add a little bit of glitter, and I'm actually gonna mix the two of these, I think. I'll start with pink, and I'm just gonna put that right over our other light shimmers in the center there. I just want a little bit of those sparkles on top. I don't know if I remember to say this, but I did pick up a little bit of this one and put it on. I'm gonna go ahead and just take purple here. I'm gonna put that in the inner corner, because that will really brighten it up. Ooh. I feel like this part is just really when you know like the eye look is all come together. I'm actually really digging the purples. Sometimes after wearing colored eyeshadows for like a couple hours, I'm like, this looks awful, why did I wear colors? So hopefully that won't happen. Let's go ahead and add some more darkness and depth there with some black eyeliner. I don't normally wear black eyeliner. I've mentioned a couple times, I just don't really like it on me. It's a little too harsh, but for some looks, it is called for. And we're just gonna tightline. And this is so difficult to do on camera. And then I just decided this with my brush. I'm gonna take this dark shade again that we've been using in the outer corner, and I'm gonna run this and kind of smudge the black right there in the lashes. Okay, I'm gonna put my primer on now so that I can be drying while we do our base. I like to get as close as I can and pulse all the way up to get them really curly. That's probably as good as we're gonna get. And primer time. I love this Honest Beauty mascara, and even though it does take longer because you have the primer you have to put on, the end results are so nice. It's worth it. Now we can finally move to our face. Thank goodness. I feel a little bit ridiculous with like all this eyeshadow, my eyebrows, and even my hair done, and then there's just like a bare face. Let's go ahead and start with some concealer. This is my Well People concealer, and I really like this one, like that. The eyes. I'm starting it out a little lower so I can blend up and we don't kind of mess up all of our shadow work there. Around the nose, I'm always red there. I have a little bit of rosacea here. I always put a little here just to kind of balance it out on the rest of my face. I have like a scar from a monster pimple I had. Thank you, hormones. But it's finally going away. And then we're gonna go ahead and just blend that out very carefully. Please be careful on the eyes. You can also use this or take this opportunity to clean up anything that maybe is messed up under the eyes. The shadow got a little too low. And then I'm gonna move back to my other concealer because I do like that to spot conceal. So I'm gonna take that and just cover my blemishes, which I'll probably just skip because I doubt you find that very interesting. Let's move on to bronzer, shall we? And oh my gosh, I think this is the first video where I have this back now. This is the Well People cream bronzer, which I've used for like years, only a couple, before I got my powder one, which was because I didn't see it on their website, so I thought they didn't make it anymore. But honey, they do. And I'm so happy I splurged and got some. I usually just like to draw on. I'll do 2 on the side. I do that for my chin fluff. And I'll do 1 on this side. And then I'll do a tiny bit under there, because it gives your lips a cute shape. And I might just put a little on top too, why not? I usually anchor it down, kind of get like that, and then I'll push up the rest of the way. I've mentioned this a gazillion times, but with my makeup I always like to kind of have the product lifting upwards. It just gives you a longer, slimmer face, and it just helps to disguise my chipmunk cheeks and make them look smaller. The lighting keeps changing. I'm so sorry, it's a dark day here, and I am just trying to get it to look nice. Hopefully you can see okay and it's not bothering you. I like to push it back into the hairline too, because it's so white back there that it kind of gives away that you're wearing a bronzer. Which, I mean, the sun really doesn't hit that area anyway, but I feel like just blending it back a little bit so it's not just like brown and then stark white, because honey, I'm so freaking pale. Looking at photos yesterday on my phone back in the summer, oh my gosh, I'm from a different tribe. That looks blended in real life. Not so sure about the camera. Hopefully it doesn't look bad when I watch this later. I'm gonna use a cream blush. I haven't been using cream blushes in a while. I felt like they were just, every time I used them off camera and stuff, they were looking weird, and I think it's because my other ones are getting a little bit old, so maybe they're just not blending as well as they used to. This one's a newer one. I'm just gonna get the tiniest amount because I am very fair. Just put that on the cheeks. And I found when I was trying this look out, this is so pretty. It complements the eyes. Very nice. And with cream blush, I like to do my fingers first, and then I'll do the sponge. I'm gonna go ahead and take the leftovers on the nose there. I might regret that. A little on the chin. I just kind of want it to look rosy everywhere. I tend to overdo the blush, but I think I need a little more. So hopefully I don't ruin it. And my favorite Well People highlight. I just have a big love for cream products. And I always like to kind of arch it around too, to the eyebrow and then down. And yay, I finally remembered to put this on before lipstick. I never do. I think I will just go over with my sponge to make sure that's blended in. I go over my face with the sponge a lot. I usually just cut it out because otherwise you'd be watching like a 50-minute video of me blending over things 1,000,001 times. Let me feel my lashes. I think I'll put lashes on and then just kind of, I like to have the lipstick go on last because it's like the final reveal. This one is getting a little bit dry and older, so hopefully it'll go on nice. Might be a little bit more clumpy, but that's okay. I was just looking in the mirror and thinking I looked a little bit shiny because I have not put my powder on. So we're gonna do a little bit of that. I just kind of like to go wherever it is shiny, but I like to do as little as possible. So I just set the concealer, always. And my tip of my nose is a little, I mean I did put highlighter there, so that could be my fault. A tiny bit in the center, and then I kind of always like to wrap it around there because I do put concealer there. I think we're ready for a lipstick now. That should be our final step. Okay, we're using 2 shades today. First one is Clover from 100% Pure. So I'm just gonna start with this one. Doesn't need to be super precise because we're putting another one on top. Oh, wow. This is BFF liquid lipstick. Let me tell you what it is. This is from Honest Beauty. I love their liquid lipsticks. I only have 2, but they're really nice. I had this one and then the dark red. And this is kind of like a brown with a little bit of peach and mauve in it. And it looks really pretty with that pink underneath. And then to kind of help prevent the lipstick that has already gathered on my teeth, I'm just gonna take a Kleenex, just kind of wrap it around. Let me just look at my makeup up close real quick, see how everything's looking. I actually did really good with not getting mascara all over there, huh? So I have a little bit of mascara, just a tiny bit, and I'm just gonna clean that up. Okay, and here is the finished makeup. I really like how it turned out. I think it's really pretty. It's very pink, very Valentine's Day-ish. Yeah, I definitely tend to wear more of the red lipstick for Valentine's Day, but this is kind of fun, different. I might actually wear it this year for Valentine's Day since I normally wear red lips. I might go to the pink side of things. I might get a few shots of this by the window or in better lighting so that you can maybe see. I'll insert a little video if so, if I can get it to look better. But yeah, there it is. I really like it. It's pretty. It definitely looks a lot more wearable than it did in the beginning there. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe took inspiration for your own Valentine's Day makeup. Maybe you'll try it out. If so, definitely let me know how it turned out. Yeah, I'd like to know. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and then comment down below what your plans are for Valentine's Day. Yeah, I will probably just be baking something. Alright, so I think that's all. Thank you guys for watching, and then I will see you in next week's video. Bye.